Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I'm the Nurse Flipper. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is one of my most well-received type of video, as well as one of my favorite to make. So this is going to be a high dollar what sold on eBay video. I am actually lowering it down to $45 because there are a couple of really cool items that sold. So all of these items are from my own store. They sold over the last 2 weeks since I put out my last high what sold. So definitely check out that playlist if you guys like these high what sold. So without waiting anymore, let's get into it. All right, so before we get into the items, just really quick couple of disclaimers. I do show you items that are $45 including the shipping because some of you might be using a free shipping model, so I want you to see these items with the total. Also, the shipping that is up on the screen is if it ships to me. It is not what the customer actually paid, which is what I will be telling you. So first up actually went to Michael over at the Cult of Vintage. This is a really cool walnut head doll. I've never seen one. I really couldn't find any comps. So I started it at $39.99. This one was an auction, and unless I say it was an auction, it wasn't an auction. I get that asked that every one of these videos I make. So unless I say it's an auction, guys, these are buy it now. So this one I picked up for $1 at this little, like out in the middle of nowhere garage sale in Kentucky. He actually had some amazing Native American collectibles and they were all $1 each. So this one's a $35 profit. I actually showed it when I was live with Michael on Misty's channel, Vintage Junker Thrifter Hunter. I don't even know if I said in the right order. I never can for some reason. But Michael, I appreciate your purchase. I don't know if you'll watch this or not, but I am happy that Michael got it because it's a really cool doll. Up next, and this one actually sold for $27 plus shipping. The buyer was right at $50 all in. This is a white wicker, either a wall shelf or it actually had little legs that it could sit on a like bathroom counter or something like that. I paid hard to determine because it was in a lot with the wicker desk that sold for $300 that I think was on my last what sold video, or my high what sold. So this one I would say really about $5 in. It sold for $27. I got about a $20 profit. The buyer did pay fees. Wicker is something that you really should look out for because a lot of those pieces will sell pretty high. They're light, so if they are small enough you can box them. They're not really expensive to ship. This one was a little bit more because it was oversized, but my desk that sold before went via U-ship where they just come and take it away. So watch out for those wicker pieces. Wicker is definitely in right now, at least from what I have seen from my sales. Next, this is a Harry Potter broom that I actually got from Matt over at Part-Time Pickers. He didn't have room in his suitcase to bring it back with him to California. So my cost in was nothing. It sold for $40 plus shipping. Sell-through rate is great on these and quite a bit of other Harry Potter stuff. So definitely keep your eye out for Harry Potter collectibles because they seem to sell very well. And this sold in less than a day, guys. Next, this is Heroes of the Olympus by Rick Riordan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I think somebody corrected me on the what sold it was in. But these books I got for $1 a piece at a local thrift store, so I paid $5. They sold for $48.99 in about 2 months, and they were over a $40 profit. So with your book sets, watch for your series, watch for like all the same author, because if you can lot them up, a lot of books that might not be very valuable by themselves, like these were 10 to 15 by themselves, but you lot them up and you have $50 sales. So don't forget to check for those sets. Up next, this is a Harley Davidson 100-year anniversary clock. This one had like a messed up dial to change the time. This one I got for $18. It was marked at $25, but so was the one that wasn't broke at all. So I got this one for $18 and it sold in under, I think like 2 days for $60, making it about a $38 dollar profit. Watch for Harley Davidson stuff, and not all of it will sell. I don't want you guys to think that everything will, but I will tell you, I look up almost every Harley Davidson piece I find. Harley Davidson parts can be tons of money if you happen to come across them. And like muffler or a seat or any little part that somebody might have in the garage from their bike, check them out. And also Harley t-shirts. I pick up every single Harley t-shirt I can find if it's $2 or less. They might not sell for a ton of money. Some of them do though. You would be surprised at how high Harley t-shirts can sell. But I always pick them up if they are under $2. Up next, I picked this up in my auction lot last week. This is a kind of Tiffany style stained glass fish lamp. And I was surprised this one sold first because I thought the other one was way cooler, and the other one did sell as well. It sold over on Mercari for $50 as well. So this one I paid $22 for the two, so I'm about 11 in, making this about a $35 profit in less than 2 days. Next is a Halcyon Days enamel. I'm not sure. I might have put this on my last high what sold. So if I did, I'm sorry. But this one sold for $70. I'm $10 in. Keep an eye out for anything Halcyon Days as far as enamel trinket boxes. They make eggs. They make little regular round trinket box. They make mini trinket boxes. And all of them are worth, I would say, at least $20 to $25 up to $200. Next is the other Harley Davidson clock. Both of these clocks sold in less than a week. This one was not broken, and this one I paid $25 for. It sold for $90, so this one was over a $55 profit in less than a day. Neither of these had the boxes. With the boxes, they look like they went for about $200, which is absolutely insane. So make sure you check out those Harley collectibles. I know I just said it a couple minutes ago, but I would like to say it again because there can be so much money in them. Are some golf clubs, and there are going to be more golf clubs. So I would say to you, don't be scared to step outside of your comfort zone. I know nothing about golf. I don't golf. I never will golf. I have no interest in golfing. But I can punch a number into my phone, into the eBay app, and look up golf clubs when I come across them. These golf clubs I got from an online auction. I am less than $5 into these. They sold in about 3 months, and they sold for $83. So this was over a $70 profit on golf clubs. And they're actually pretty easy to ship. I use the USPS free triangle boxes, and sometimes you do have to cut a second one and kind of add an extra lid on there, but they're very easy to ship. My Tuesday night show co-host Julian Bearded Thrift Machine has a great video on his channel about how to pack and ship golf clubs. So if you're scared about how you would do that, definitely go over to his channel, check him out, and look at the golf clubs, guys. Look at them. Don't be scared of the golf clubs, because I've made hundreds and hundreds of dollars since I have started picking them up, and I don't even come across them that soon. So if you happen to be lucky enough to be in a town that has a lot of golf clubs, then you might be missing out on some big profits. Up next is a teeny tiny little goofy. So this goofy and two minis were in a lot on a Swarovski auction that I bid on HiBid. I did have these shipped to me, and I paid less than $30 for the lot. I was less than $10 into this goofy. I already sold one of the minis. It is Valencia, or Lencia. Sorry, I'm thinking of oranges. I don't know why. I'm in the Sunshine State, right? Lencia, and it does have 24 karat gold trim. And it sold for $100, making it over an $85 profit for me. Did take about 6 months to sell. These are not very common, but they were on the auction and nobody really knew what they were. I was able to look up the Lencia. I did have to use WorthPoint to look it up. I have my WorthPoint subscription because a lot of this one-off stuff you can't find on eBay or Terapeak because it hasn't sold in the last year. It might have been a few years since it sold. So I was able to look up Lencia, find the Minnie Mouses. I did not find a Goofy. That's why I priced him so high. And he sold for full asking. Up next is vase. This is a Chinese vase. It had like a hand painted. I actually found the name of the type of vase by using Google Lens to look it up. I did not pay very much, like a few dollars, maybe $5 at the most, and it sold for $75 to Australia international. So that's another thing to increase your sales if you are not already. Definitely think about shipping international. It is very easy to do. I did have a question, so I'll kind of cover it because it doesn't warrant its own video in my opinion, because it's just as simple as turning it on, and you still print your labels from eBay. So you have the global shipping program if that is available to you. It is not available to all sellers, and with the global shipping program, when you turn that on, you ship the item to Kentucky. So it's just like somebody in Kentucky bought it, and then eBay takes that item and they ship it to whatever country it is going to. And that is the option that I use if my items sell for over $50, because you do have an added protection. Basically, once that item gets to Kentucky, your responsibility stops. So a lot of people only use that no matter the cost because they're more comfortable knowing they have less liability. However, for me, there is also something called international standard shipping. I use that for my items that are $50 or less, because global shipping charges those international customers a lot of fees to use that service. So with standard international, just as an idea, I know 1 pound is $10 to $13. So that buyer is not going to incur all these extra charges and fees. And for me, I'm okay taking the risk with an item selling for $50 because most likely I only have 5 in. So if something were to happen, I am not out a ton of money, and I am more likely to make that international sale because the shipping is less to the customer. So those are your two options. They are under shipping. You just turn on ship internationally. It's as easy as that. Up next is a lamp. I've sold a few lamps over the last couple years. Not very many though, just because I don't see any that really catch my eye. This one did though, very nautical, and it has like the ship lamp bottom. And I was able to search this on WorthPoint again because there weren't any on eBay. There are a couple listed now. It said Captain David Babcock. So all I did was look up David Babcock lamp in order to find this. I got this for $5.99 at the Goodwill, and it just caught my eye on the shelf. So I always look at the lamps just in case something might catch my eye. And this one was not super hard to ship. It's just a matter of having a box, and I actually used the USPS padded flat rate envelope box that they come in. It fit in there perfectly, wrapped it up good, and $120. Like, this is over $100 profit from a lamp I found at the Goodwill. It did take about 6 to 7 months to sell, but $100 profit. Don't be scared to ship stuff. I know shipping is super intimidating, especially if you are new or have not shipped breakables, but use a ton of bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy. The link's below. That was a cheap plug. So I go through a lot of bubble wrap. On a good shipping day, I will go through several rolls of bubble wrap. I love American Bubble Boy. I love bubble wrap because bubble wrap protects these expensive items and gets them to the customer safely. I, since becoming friends with Jocelyn over at Crazy Lamp Lady, have stopped using peanuts because Dalton loved to like crumble and shed them. And Jocelyn ships out tons of breakables, and she doesn't use peanuts. She uses packing paper, and that is what we have went to, and we have not had any issues. So for the breakables, I use a layer of small bubble wrap, and since American Bubble Boy has medium, we went to that because we get a little bit more than we do with the large bubbles. So we wrap the breakable items in small bubble wrap, followed by large bubble wrap, and then we surround it by packing paper. So hope that helps. Up next are more golf clubs, and these are an amazing sale. And they're in my what sold from yesterday, but I'm going to put them in my high what sold because I know a lot of you don't have time to watch all of my videos, but you love the high what sold. So these are some Ping red dot clubs. I got these on a local Facebook marketplace pickup. I paid $100 for these plus 10 more. So I would say at most I have $50 in. They sold in under a week. check the golf clubs, guys. Check the golf clubs. They sold in under a week for $230, making them over $150 profit. And again, we use those triangle boxes. This one took 2 put together. They are really not hard to ship, and golf clubs are not exactly breakable, so I wouldn't be scared of those golf clubs. Up next, and finding this stuff was so amazing. I was so happy. I showed it on my live show a couple weeks ago. The day I found it, we went to get Dalton's haircut. On the way home, I stopped at the pawn shop. Pawn shops is not somewhere I typically would source from. They had Wedgwood dinnerware. He had it priced at $500 for 12 place settings of 6 pieces. So a 72 total. And these teacups, 6 sets, sold for $270 plus shipping in less than a day. And I will tell you, I have 6 more teacups, but what I did was I made individual place settings and listed 6 of those. And then I listed everything else as like a la carte, where they could buy one if they were missing it. But if those place settings don't sell in a little while, I might put those teacups back up because they sold so fast. So into this, I had about $60, and this was close to $200 profit in less than a day. So don't be scared of breakables. I know it's so easy to say, but we ship out 50 or more every week, and I'm gonna knock on wood. We very rarely, guys, I would say 1 out of every 200 or less get broken. So use a lot of bubble wrap, use a lot of paper, protect them, and they will get to your buyer safely. And topping out the list. Seems like these top out the list for a lot of my high wood holds all the time. This is an Ethan Allen piece. This is a full-size bed set I picked up for, I believe, about $50 on Marketplace while I was down in South Florida visiting my in-laws. It's over $350 plus freight. Buyer pays freight. You don't do anything. They come into the house, they take it away, they wrap it up in a blanket. The buyer is extremely happy. I've already got positive feedback. This was over a $250 profit for me. This one did take about 7 months. So that's the thing with the furniture. Furniture takes a while to sell. Most times. I've had a couple of Ethan Allen pieces that sold really fast. Maybe somebody had been waiting for it. But overall, from what I've seen, Ethan Allen and furniture pieces are not the fastest moving of things. So if you have space, which I have, you know, a couple of sheds, I think it's worth it. So I will probably start looking for some more Ethan Allen pieces. I think I have 3 left. I have a coffee table and 2 side tables, maybe 4. So I've been trying to keep like 8 to 10 pieces in my inventory at a time. And it's great money if you have the space. And once you get it at your house, you have to do nothing because your ship will come take it away. But you do have to pick it up and get it to where you're at. Unless you're lucky and find somebody that will sell it to you and bring it to your house. But that is the last item. It is 4th of July today. So happy 4th of July to all of you. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes out of your holiday. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. If you are off tomorrow for a 3-day weekend, I'm off tomorrow, then have fun, enjoy it. I will have a giant announcement for you guys on tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. And we also have our live show coming up on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be fun as well. I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend, and I will see you tomorrow with a big announcement. So bye, guys.